And just like that, he's here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shonen Speak Easy podcast. I'm your host, LQ.
And this is Big Chill, aka Landon. You know what it is.
Yeah, it's just Claude. What's up, y'all?
Man, today has been a great day to start back podcasting. Sorry, we have been gone for a month. That was the last episode. I don't even think. Were y'all even on the last episode? Well, Landon was. All three of us haven't been together in almost like 2 months. That's wild.
I guess we don't fuck with each other like that no more. That's what the audience is thinking.
Landon said this anime I liked, he hated. Yeah, I can't associate with that motherfucker.
I mean, if Landon wasn't so riding, if y'all wasn't riding so hard for Kanye and Drake, you know, y'all two would be friends right now.
Here.
Oh, look at the division. Look at the division.
But how's life been for everybody?
Life's been pretty good. I cannot complain. Definitely working on a couple of things. Trying to get this vending machine business off the ground. Starting a new IT job potentially next week. And then of course,
oh snap!
Yeah, and then of course, gambling has been very, very fruitful for me. So been able to help the family out. So I cannot complain about that. Next step is to try to figure out whether I want to live in a townhouse or just go to a home, and also trying to get a new car. That's about it.
That is a lot.
I'm about to say it. It's like, oh yeah, that's about it. Yeah, like my whole life's changing. You know, that's about it.
We have a song about that.
Everything's just changing over there. Yeah, no, we do.
Right.
We do.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel pretty good. You know, so I'm in a way, way better position than I was last year. So I can definitely thank God for that.
Yeah, I'd say missionary is not really your thing.
You damn right. Reverse cowgirl. I like that.
That's a true Texan right there.
Landon has strong knees. That's why.
Don't be telling my secrets, bro.
I'm gonna be trash. Like there's all this positive stuff. Family's doing good, money, and jobs and all that. But I'm gonna be trash, bro. What kind of car you think about getting?
Trying to
straight shower.
Well, I'm thinking of trying to get some type of new SUV. I mean, I have an Equinox right now, but I definitely want to upgrade. Whether it's like a Tahoe or something like that, I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
It's a good time.
Every time I see that price tag, I'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah, I've been I had a friend. She used Carvana, so they're pretty decent. She got a nice little car. She got actually a nice little car in Carvana for a pretty good price.
Yeah, more than likely, I might go with the Chevy Blazer just because it matches what I like. You know, it's burgundy on the outside, black on the inside. I know that sounded kind of sexual, but it's all good.
Nah, everything else before it did. That was the one part that actually seemed all right.
You were just supposed to colors at that point. It was well good.
Well, I like my women black on the inside and outside. That's sexual.
Cold-hearted African American women. Stop living up to the stereotypes.
Shout out to Umar Johnson.
And shout at Umar Johnson.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, Claude, what you got going on?
You know what? Speaking of houses and townhouses, I am moving from an apartment to a townhouse. I know you mentioned that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, be renting out one. That was my stressful ass shit. Don't know how you got a house, LQ. I was not looking forward to that process.
Called it at the right time.
It was drugs.
Yes.
I guarantee it was drugs.
I believe you.
I believe you. I'm like, why am I bouncing between 5 real estate agents just to like rent a town? Like, apartments are so much easier, but looking forward. I get the keys this Sunday or Monday.
Glad to see that brick I bought from LQ last year went to good use.
Oh,
I'm proud of you, man. You got to make the snowfall. which, by the way,
just gotta make sure I don't end up like Franklin.
Bro, I don't know what he ends up like because I just started it. That's exactly what I was about to say. I was about to say
I won't say anything else.
Yeah, but don't worry, bro. There's so many. You know, and before I give my update, I just want to give a small just rant for a second. For people that get on the internet and spoil everything, like how do you have so few friends in your inner circle that
I
you
agree,
have no
man. I
one you
hate
can
that.
call and talk to? You get on the internet, like the one of the worst things that I've seen about in regards to the show that I definitely posted publicly that I had never seen it. Somebody posted the last full 5 minutes of the final episode of Snowfall.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
Why? Why? Like that doesn't make any sense. You shared all of this, and it's like, well, if you wanted people to watch it, you ruined it because you showed them the ending before they watched the beginning. We have no. I know there's a fall, but I don't even know how the rise happens thanks to you. Like it just not to you, Landon. Once again,
Oh,
they
I know.
posted
I
5
know.
full minutes. Like I scrolled clean past it because they were like the end of the Snowfall, and I was like, scroll, hurry up. But it just, I don't get it. People don't make any sense when it comes down to that. I'm just like, there's so many ways that you can get someone into the show, and the easiest way to take them out of any sort of media whatsoever is having the experience you want them to have for them.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how emotional the ending was and then show it to me. Can I get to that point where I find out for myself? That would be nice.
Oh man, yeah, I don't like when people be telling me how. It's like, oh, it's an emotional ending. I'm like, don't tell me that shit, bro.
Don't even tell me anything past the first episode. Do you plan on
Yes.
watching? Like, I hate when people are like, I watched this show called Cucamonga Ninjas and it was amazing, bro. Let me tell you what happened. Like, you plan on watching it? Yes. So let me tell you what happened in the first episode real quick. I plan on watching it. Shut up. Like, I'm done.
Like I know you said that, but we don't give a fuck. I gotta tell you. I got to.
Exactly. I gotta tell you. I gotta talk to it with somebody.
It reminds me back when Endgame came out, and boy, you talking about having to having to avoid spoilers. God dang.
Oh
man.
my god, those people were garbage. Some of the worst people on the planet.
Nothing but landmines avoiding social media, any platform.
See, guys, just don't get on social media. Just don't have this problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
It got
And that-
worse when people were texting me about the ending. Like I would tell people I haven't seen it yet. Bro, the ending was so amazing. So what happened to Iron Man? And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, all right, that's a different type, bro.
Yeah, those are the ones you block and tell them fuck off.
Exactly. I was close. So close.
Yeah,
But it's
my brother likes doing that. He loves spoiling stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm going to watch it. Shut up. Damn.
I still don't
People
get
that-
people who like spoilers and they just like are like, oh, they like want to know how it ends and then they want to watch the journey. That's some weird people, man.
those are very weird people.
Yeah.
Those people also don't touch grass that often, and it's probably why it comes to that.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, I can avoid emotions. Let me see the journey. I was like, what the hell? No. The emotions was the whole point of the journey.
That's how some people get off, man, ruining it for others.
So weird.
Like if someone was to ruin One Piece for me before, I fully caught up, I would be pissed.
And I have literally blocked someone in our other Discord because of that.
Yeah, you're a good man.
You guys read the manga yet? Let me tell you everything that happened. And I'm like, bro, I'm 1,000 episodes behind. I am legitimately 1,000 episodes behind.
Yeah,
I hope and pray I forget before we get there, but I'm still gonna block you anyway. So here you go.
Man, go at your own pace, man. It's definitely mind-boggling to, like, for some people. I know this one dude on Twitter. He like watched all the 1,000 episodes over 6 months, and I was like, credit to you, man, because that's a grind, bro.
That is a hella grind. I like video games more than I like watching TV, so that's never gonna happen for me.
That's fair.
I can tell you that now. Oh yeah, I guess I'll give everybody my life updates.
Yeah,
I've been here asking about everybody else's. So, I'm not at work. I still got a job. Don't worry. But I'm not at work. I have some time off for reasons that I'll explain soon enough. One of the other things is stream. Whoa, dang! Have I even told anybody I'm streaming since we? No, I have covered it in like a couple other episodes. But yeah, streaming. I finally finished my first game on stream. Finished Hi-Fi Rush. We got a new logo, as you can probably see now. I've been working pretty hard to get it updated, and it finally has apparently updated. Hopefully, it stays because that was a hot mess. Had to get customer service involved just to get it up. And it's official. Okay, yeah, so it did work. Uh, so let's see what else. I met with a lot of my family. Everybody knows that Dalen was having a baby, so we had the baby shower. We set up the entire nursery. I'll probably show the nursery on stream, twitch.tv/call me LQ. But I have no idea when I'm gonna do that because the baby is actually here, and now I'm officially a dad. And
Papa LQ.
Dad life's been pretty cool. It's there's parts of it that's weird because the baby is dang, he just started crying. But there's like 3 people in the living room. He'll be okay. But it's so complicated to like learn someone's schedule. Like imagine having to learn everything about a person that can't tell you anything about themselves. And then like you have to adjust to them. They can't adjust to you because they don't know what that is. So whenever when he cries, I have a checklist. I'm just like, all right, just started crying. You're still tired. Try to soothe them. That don't work. Well, I always go like pat, potty. Was it pat, potty? I forget what the other P word is for feeding, but we'll just go past that. Either that, it's pat him on the back, potty, it's time to feed him, or he just wants Dalen, which just wanting Dalen happens a lot to me because that is the person he has been growing a bond with basically inside of this person's body. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to not feel rejected because you're just like, what? I'm your daddy though. Like, I love you. And then you're just like, I can't get upset about that. It's not unreasonable. You know, like if you spend all this time with somebody and somebody else was just like, but I'm related to you, you don't instantly just go, oh, cool. Well, you know what? I love you. Let me spend all this time in the world with you. No, it takes time to grow that bond. So that's something I'm getting used to. Changing diapers does not bother me. My sense of smell is kind of ruined though. Not like COVID ruined. I can still smell everything just fine. But when it comes to the baby and myself, small backtrack, I hate the smell of hospitals. And I can't exactly describe. It's like, to me, it tastes like, not taste. It smells like antibacterial sweat. Like sweat it must have like its own distinct smell, but then like everything being antibacterial and fragrance free also has a smell, even though it's supposed to be fragrance free. And I feel like that's what it smells like, but it's like on a different level for me because it legitimately can give me headaches. So when we came home, it irritates me. Like I just don't like it. So when people are like, "Oh, you don't like hospitals because of blood," blah blah blah. Nah, I've watched, like when they were delivering the baby, like I kind of watched, and not in a weird way. They were like, "Are you ready to take the picture of your new son, Dad?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I walked across, and they're like, "No, not yet, not yet." And I was like, "Oh, my bad." So, that part was really cool though. By the way, my son was born to X gonna give it to you. So that's something that I can always remember. That was pretty cool. And after that, when it was his first time of us going in recovery and his first time getting ready to take a nap, he went to sleep to a song that I made for him. And it was actually technically 2. The song that everybody knows about publicly is King Kenzo, which ironically makes everybody think that his first name is King and that his middle name is Kenzo. No, it's I am and it's not even to toot my own horn, just a little bit. My therapist said I should a little bit more. It's a witty title. It's not just his name, like King Kenzo, of course, him being a king, but it's just his first and middle name switched. to express like his full name. So I was just like, it's a small double entendre name, but also when you say it, when you say the title of the song, it sounds better as King Kenzo than it does Kenzo King. But in the end of that song, he was like literally at the very tail end when I'm just talking to him, like just telling him he can do it and let's change the world. He was going to sleep, and then the next song that played was a song that uh, Claude has had a good hand in called "Everything Changes," and it's just about how my life changed with a baby coming into the world. And as soon as that song started, like he was out, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Went to sleep to both songs." That was pretty cool. It was the weird thing is I've had so many, I guess like mini pregnancy symptoms where like I craved ice cream for a long time, almost every day. There wouldn't be a day that went by where I didn't mention either a milkshake or Italian ice. And I'm pretty sure the Italian ice one got annoying to a lot of people because I mean, I really, really wanted Italian ice. Like no lie, I just looked to see if the place was open right now and it's closed. But
Yeah.
I was just gonna give them a shout out regardless. Jeremiah's Italian ice is the best. But that was kind of what I was dealing with. And it wasn't like anything crazy, but also the last thing was I was really, really emotional. Stupid stuff would make me cry. I had like a meeting with my boss and I was just like, oh God. I gave her a compliment and I started crying. And I was like, yeah.
Oh man.
I was like, this is weird. But she took it in stride. She was like, it's okay. She was like, I was the same way when I was pregnant. I was like, I'm not pregnant. That's my problem. But yeah, she was like, I can't. She was like, you almost made me cry, but I can't cry because I'm a thug. I was like, I hate you so much.
Yeah.
I can relate to that mentality.
Y'all both suck. I'm just letting you know that now. You want to know who else was a thug? Tupac. How long did he make it? Not to 30.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 32, so I made it. Damn it.
You want to know who's 31 and happy with their life? Somebody that cries.
Oh man, not Marshall though.
Shout out Pimps.
Did you say shout out Pimp C?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm just gonna pass it. I'm not. I'm growing. I'm growing.
Ah, yes. I'm glad to see it.
Claude, I know you had. Oh yeah. Wait, did I have anything else to talk about that I've done? Oh yeah, I already brought up going to therapy. Started therapy, and I got a nice compliment from my therapist. He said I was a lot more emotionally and intellectually advanced than a lot of people that come into therapy. And I was like, don't worry. Next session, you're going to be like, this dude's a fucking idiot.
Said I was just trying to give you a good first impression.
No, I knew it too. I felt it too. I was like, man, I feel like this is an amazing first impression. I was like, but it's not going to last. And even our second session was yesterday and it still went well. He's still quite impressed with the amount of introspection I have amongst myself, but I was like, I don't come up with solutions that well. And that's my issue. I was like, I want to have more solutions. I want to be more geared towards fixing my problems before they continue. Or at least knowing how to approach them. And I know that's not easy, but it's like it's a thing though.
Hey man, knowing you have a problem can be such a large step. So that's a big props.
I agree with that.
I can tell you right now, boy, we've been watching Love Is Blind season 4. Hey, them people got some problems. And some of them don't know.
But guys, I'm intellectually and emotionally advanced. I'm already past them.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
I know I'm not that. Like it's like, yeah, that's great, but I was past them from the start.
Hey,
I need to know how to get past where I'm at.
Yeah, he said, unless you can help me, bro, I don't need you.
For people like them, bro, they need more help than what I think most can provide. Because the thing
People
to
messed
me is
up.
like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, there's literally one chick on there who has not had a. She says her type of man is a six, just a small side, but her type of man like a 6'5" dude, like tatted up and like kind of like thugging, like kind of like thugging / game banging like that. She said that's her type, and I'm like, all right, dude. She gets involved with some like emotional guy,
Mm-hmm.
like into his emotions, like knows how to treat her right. Literally, when he started to treat her right, she became like she didn't. She was like, I've never had this before. When she's like, I don't like it. Because
Wow.
she was so used to abuse and use that when someone tried to treat her right, and I'm not saying this is some nice guy or white knight bull crap. Like homie, like literally made pancakes for her, and she's like, no one's ever made me food before. And I'm like, bruh,
Dang,
God
bare
damn, that's
minimum.
crazy.
Shit.
bruh, like yeah, like I'm talking like
I cooked dinner tonight.
dog, and she was like it's, and she said that she wasn't used to someone asking how she felt, wasn't used to someone making her food, wasn't used to someone, really trying to, I guess talk to her. And she actually ended up not liking him because she said he wasn't aggressive enough or like not man enough. And I really was like, she literally was like wanted him to like kind of treat her like trash. And she thought that's what being a man was. And I'm like, damn, bro. That's so much psychological trauma packed into one. If you think being abused is what a man should do to you, we've already got an issue. Step one.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I feel like both sides. There's many examples I've seen where they're not used to being treated like an actual human being, and they prefer to be treated like trash because that's what they're used to. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely signs of therapy for sure.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and let's just say at one point, she's like, at one episode, she does say, I think I need to do some self growth and healing because I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is stressful. And I was
You
like, damn,
think?
you ain't. So, I mean, yeah, this is like, I mean, you're not even in the same realm. So you're right. Way above that. But I don't know, man. That's like, she's a function, like, she has a job. She's like fully functioning member of society. Just, you know. And yeah, whole lot to unpack there. And I shouldn't tell half the story. She also said she wanted him to be more aggressive in bed, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I have a feeling it kind of related to more than just the bedroom because she literally did not like him just talking about emotions. She was just like, nah, I'm just trying to have sex every day and not ever talk about anything important. I'm like, damn.
That is quite terrible.
Yeah.
It's great if you're in college, I guess, and like 19 or something, and like, but like these people are like
They want to
28,
get married.
27 and want to get
No,
married. I'm like, this
yeah, I'm
is.
about to say, all other stuff aside, they want to get married. So that's horrible.
Yeah, if you in college and she over here just talking about she want to fuck, yeah, that sounds amazing. That's all you want to do in college is fuck.
Yeah, this is, and it's fine to like start even growing early. It's just, yeah, I don't know, man.
That's
that
true
blew
too.
my mind. I don't wanna. Whew, person needs help, but I'm happy to hear that you started going to therapy. People usually treat therapy as I don't know, in the black community is like seen as a very negative thing.
For sure.
He said the same thing. He literally said this. He was like, one, I'm proud of you for even wanting to do therapy. He was like, how does your wife feel about it? I was like, oh, she already has a therapist. He was like, oh, nice. She on top of it. He was like, did she have any influence on you getting a therapist? I was like, no, I've been preaching for people to go to therapy for like maybe 4 or 5 years of my life. He was like, and you're just now starting? I was like, y'all are expensive. I just now got the money. He was like, oh,
that's fair.
Yeah, because in 2021 I went to therapy for about 4 or 5 months. Just to get me some problems, get the problems that I had handled out.
That sounded so funny.
I know.
Just want to give me some problems. Y'all niggas selling some stress over here.
Hey, our dog
I needed to get me some problems out. But like for about 4 or 5 months, it definitely helped me out. I mean, because I was one of those people who, like y'all said, in the black community, if you get therapy or whatever, like it's seen as, oh well, you're not a man, you just supposed to thug it out, tough it out, and don't even worry about um, all of that. But that's just how physical problems happen because being a black man, we tend to like bottle a lot of stuff up, and then before you
Mm-hmm.
know it, that's when we start having strokes or other type of stuff happening physically because we're not finding ways to get it out properly. So it's definitely a good look for you to go to therapy. I probably will go back soon myself, just because I just feel like I should. Um, but yeah, definitely good looks for you. I have a couple of other homeboys that I got to go to therapy too. Need to check and see if they're still going, but about a month ago, so they had just started. So I assume they're still going. But since you brought it up, that reminded me I need to talk to them about it too.
I definitely applaud that on all ends. I want everybody to go.
Yeah, if you
Go
need it,
get
man,
what you
ain't no
need.
shame. I mean, at the end of the day, like if you worry about what people think about you, then I mean that's what you're gonna be like for the rest of your life. And I had to shed that mindset a long time ago. You know, caring about what people think about me or say about me, I don't give a damn about that no more.
I care a little bit. I don't want nobody going out spreading misinformation. But in general, nah,
But you
man,
can't
it don't
control it
matter.
though.
Oh, you can. You ever seen a dead bot? No,
I was like, he can't. Like, wait, where's this going? Murder. Murder is the answer.
I will say I don't want it to. The only reason why I do care most of the time is I don't want it to affect my career or my family. Those are the only two things I really care about.
I can understand that
Everything in
aspect.
every other regard, it's just like, really, who cares? LQ's ugly. It's like, oh, okay, I can let that pass.
Yeah, that type of stuff I could care less about, man.
Yeah, LQ
Say
cheat on his taxes. It's like, hey, hold up.
it.
We can talk this out.
Yeah,
I don't know
for
what I'm doing.
sure.
That's slander.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no. I don't want to see no Wesley Snipes story on you on CNN or something.
Bro, they probably wouldn't even bother spending it on CNN. They'd just be like, wow, he kind of had some money. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I'd shoot myself if I got down to his salary, but
Oh man.
Oh man, I feel like that sometime, man. Oh
Have
shoot.
y'all received or given a bit of advice recently that you think you could pass on to others? Usually, this is the thing I would close on, but it's a decent segue from going to therapy.
Oh man, that's a hard one. Advice recently?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. No advice. I
Dang,
can't think of it. I can't think of anything.
I would say the
nothing
only.
you've heard or been told, and you're just like, huh.
Nothing that I truly agree with recently, honestly. No. I would. I'll come back to it. I'll let Landon go.
I'll say the only thing that I know for sure I've given advice on is working out and eating right, stuff like that. Because one of my homeboys has had like real issues in regards to eating, and because that nigga every time I call him or he calls me or texts, it's always talking about fast food and stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, like you don't cook at least once a week or something like that. So I helped him like form a meal plan because I told him how I lost weight and lost it like I won't say real quick, but at a very substantial amount of time. Um, so I was just giving him advice about that and of course exercise and stuff. But that was about it. So I won't say like I given like advice that I haven't given before. I mean, I've given that to many people over the years.
I'm with it.
I mean, and that's solid stuff. I mean, like not spending your money and blowing all your money on cheap junk food. Kind of staying in shape, be healthy. I don't think you're at that one.
Yeah, especially when it gets to using your credit card for late night purchases, and I'm like, okay, man, you going a little bit too much, bro.
Oh, bruh, don't get me started on them DoorDash.
Yeah,
DoorDash,
man.
I could DoorDash some Bluebell ice cream right now, but I'm not. But I
Man,
could.
That is one of the richest things you've ever said in your entire life.
Bro, I know
I've
because
known
I
you
got it.
since the moment I've stepped into Houston. That is the richest thing you have ever said.
Bro, I swear to God, it's
I
because
gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit talking about ice cream, bro.
it's because of. All right, I'm gonna just say this. Ever since Sage, the podcast may not have people who listen may not have said, but my friend's girlfriend, she whenever they would come over, we play board games and stuff. Like we cook at the house sometimes, we try to save money. And I didn't do this before, but man, they come in there at that nursing money. They sit down and she be like, "Hey, I'm doing dashing snacks." I'm like, "Snacks? What?" But you can just order snacks like that? And oh my God, man. We started having crackers, gummy bears, ice cream. I was like, I didn't know you could even do this.
Dang.
And it's a terrible thing.
So before I give the one bit of advice I've given or heard, the dumbest thing I've ever seen, DoorDashed, car charger.
What the hell?
Now I know, I know that some people I know personally will bother listening and be like, "Ooh, you're talking about so and so." No, I'm not talking about her. She at least got a house charger, and we were out and we were pretty much like stuck. I've seen someone order a car charger, which means their car could move, which means they could have driven somewhere to pick up the car charger.
7-Eleven is always open.
That is the laziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, man. You think homeboy just rolled up and he said, "Hey, here's my car charger." just took it out. He went and bought himself a new one and just gave him the old one.
That's insane, bro.
That's legit. That would be legit if that actually happened. Oh my God. I think I would dap that man up. Like, yeah. Say ski, man.
He's like, I feel like I ain't even mad, bro. I'm stupid as hell for doing this. My car charger.
Can't even afford to be mad, bro. Can't. But yeah, as far as the advice goes, it was in regards to someone talking about dating, which I always I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I give better dating advice than most people. Because most people just give it from a perspective of either being hurt or just being selfish. But it was in response to someone that basically was telling dudes stop being friendly, and he was like, basically, you got to start acting like you don't see the women in order to get their attention. And my advice, which anyone can apply to any aspect of their life, is that if whatever type of person that you are deep down, when dating, don't stop being that person. And no matter how stressful it may be, you don't want the attention of people that don't want the true you. That's how people end up finding people that don't really match with them. That's how people end up with divorces. That's how they end up in abusive situations. If you can be the real you as often as you can to everyone that you can. Your match will find you. You will find your match. You don't want to be, the person that cooks for people and then, or like share your emotions. And then they're just like, oh no, that's not anything I wanted. Just like you were talking about earlier. So yeah, that's one bit of advice that I heard lately and that I gave lately. And I was like, you know what? Quite proud of myself for being able to share that.
Yep, and I definitely agree with that. I mean, a lot of people be like,
"Oh, that's advice."
A lot of people be like, "Oh, you're too blunt." I'm like, "Well, I'm just me, damn it."
Yeah. Now, when y'all ready to hear about the wild things that I say on the internet when I get in arguments, I'll save that for another time. But this is my good advice.
Oh my goodness, I've heard a couple of those things.
Oh yeah, they get wilder, Landon. I actually cussed somebody out the other day.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it was.
Dang.
He earned it.
Yeah, I was about to say it was probably deserved.
He didn't. I didn't even. The crazy thing is, like, when I say things, a lot of times, like, I'm responding to what either the content is directly or to the original person that posted it. Because everything we share now is either screenshotted or screen recorded. Which why screen record it? You can download most of the stuff. And I'll respond to that version, the original version of the content. And then when the person that's sharing it has something to say, I'm just like, look, let me check you real quick because nobody's talking to you. So sit down somewhere and shut the fuck up. But like I said, another day. Because the message that I'm gonna read y'all the message later, and y'all just gonna be like, oh, LQ actually does have an attitude.
And that's the type of stuff I like to hear.
Yeah, it gets good. But there's other things of note that we want to talk about. I know Claude's had a topic that he wants to talk about for literally weeks, and we have never gotten a chance to get to it. So,
oh man, is it
Claude,
the
you know what it is? You've been waiting on it.
Oh yeah, if it's the one I posted in the yeah, absolutely. So here's some good advice. Actually, I got some great advice. Yeah, don't watch cable news. You know what? In fact, don't watch any of it. That's my advice right now. That's my actual advice, man. Like, you know what? Even everything we say on here, excluding like, anywhere you go, honestly, just people make jokes about Gen Z always trying to fact check everything, fact check this, or do you have a source on that? That's a good thing, honestly. Like I've heard people make jokes about that. I'm like, that's good.
Yeah,
and it's the same people.
They're verifying information.
It's the same people who are like, "Oh, I'm not a sheep. I don't wear a mask." I'm like, "But you don't know anything about any of this because you didn't learn anything."
Exactly.
And I feel like not fact checking is quote unquote sheepish behavior. But anyway, I'm getting at the fact that the big three news channels, what you got, CNN, Fox, MSNBC. Fox and CNN just fired two of their headlining, each literally one of their headlining anchors. I don't know much about the CNN guy. I think he was fired due to supposed misogyny. And to be honest, I believe it. But do I really particularly care about that situation? Not too much, because I don't really care about CNN or Don whatever. The Fox guy I care a lot more about, just Tucker Carlson, because he's kind of a radicalizer. He radicalizes people, but he was fired or let go. They parted ways because he did get Fox drawn into a $1.6 billion lawsuit. And if you don't know who Tucker Carlson is, honestly, I'm happy if you don't know who he is. But essentially, he's a Fox pundit news guy who been riding hard for Trump and saying he's like the best and like makes fun of calls liberals the worst thing on the earth, says conservatives are the best, essentially just fuels the flames, division in this country. And a part of the lawsuit though, the court brought forth a lot of things to public light, including a lot of his private messages to people he actually talks to, because these are just personalities. Tucker Carlson in the end said, "Hey guys," talking to his friends, he's like, "I'm so close, we're so close to not having to talk about Trump. I can't wait to not talk about Trump." Quote unquote, he said that verbatim. He also said there was no upside to Trump being president at all. There was nothing good about it. Kind of insinuates that he actually disliked Trump a lot. And a lot of his public text or his private messages. And it's just like, bruh, this man has radicalized people into just hating liberals. And this whole time, he never gave a fuck about any of those people.
Not a one.
Not a one. And I'm be honest, man, it doesn't blow my mind, but some people, including my own family members, my older family members, man, they gobble up the news. They gobble up. They're like, whatever Rachel Maddow says is like goddamn the Bible.
Ew.
It's yes.
I agree.
A big ew. And it's just like, these people really just put on the act, bro. It is not a news channel. They don't have to report real news. They're about as credible, honestly, about as credible as BuzzFeed. That's the honest to God truth. They only have to care about their stockholders' money and their revenue. So please, please do not watch news. It's so funny to me when recent controversy with like the TikTok thing, they're like, oh, Chinese are spying on you, taking your information. Maybe, honestly, maybe. Do I particularly care? Not too much, one. China already has a whole other topic, but no, I don't really care too much. But it's nothing new that American corporations don't do, and our own
or
American
want to do.
or want to do. And our American corporations, honestly, like CNN and Fox, they are like truly trying to pit this country in, have people be divisive so that nothing gets done to help actually move the needle in favor of the people's rights. And I'm just like, yeah, honestly, go on TikTok. You're gonna find some interesting news people. You find some people who actually have some interesting opinions or try to get facts. Listen to more sources besides cable news. Cannot wait till cable news is dead. I hope that day comes one day.
I'm with it. Also, to verify those things that you see, look up some like .gov websites that on issues. They will always have verified information because they have to be verified. They to be under the .gov labeling, but that's your best bet. There's also a website called Kylo.com. It's KIALO.com. It allows you to explore debates with verified information from both sides of the spectrum. So if you ever really want to have like a neutral look at something and see if you're trying to come up with your own take on something, that's another great source as well.
Yep. Like when it comes to cable news and especially cable news, because I have a brother and my dad constantly watching that crap like every single day. And like whenever they start talking about it, I just kind of tune it out because I'm like, it don't matter what side you're on. Like if you're on the Democrat side or Republican side or liberal or conservative, whatever you want to call it, both sides always tell you what you want to hear. If you're liberal or conservative, like I feel like you should have equally both sides. I think both sides have good points, but ultimately the whole system needs to be done away with. I mean, because we've been doing this for many years and hasn't seen actual progress. Like I don't care who's in office. Um, I just feel like neither side's gonna actually get stuff done that's gonna actually help the lower class, middle class. Like
Yeah, it's not the goal.
yeah, like the fact that what was that minimum wage in Texas? Was it $8.25 still? Or
It's $8.25.
Is it
I'm about to say I thought it was $7.50.
I don't know. I just know that
It's
the
low.
fact that it's under double digits is insane. That's the first part. Because I feel like if you have a family of just one, like one child or whatever, like $15 an hour is still not enough.
Exactly.
So,
And yes, it's still $7.25.
okay.
Yeah, it's
that's awesome.
7.25.
Yeah, so like the fact that $15 an hour is still not enough, and the minimum wage is $7.25, like that's something that an 8-year-old would be like, oh yeah, that's a lot of money. But for a fully grown adult, $7.25, that's your damn mind. But that's just one of the big problems we have. You know, healthcare is not free, which is ignorant, and of course, education is not free. I think that's stupid too. Like if someone wants to better themselves, they shouldn't have to pay $20,000, $50,000 just because they don't have the money at the time. That's stupid.
Right. It's ridiculous, man.
So yeah, when it comes to cable news, it definitely plays a part into it. The fact that people are like every time I see these videos of people blowing up Bud Light and stuff just because they were promoting LGBTQ, I'm like,
Oh my
why,
god!
why are y'all so obsessed with a community? Like if you're not part of the community, why does it bother you so much on what they do in their lives? I don't understand. Like,
And why does it bother you that they have support?
Yeah, like I still don't understand that. Like, okay, I'm a straight male, but I'm not gonna be like, oh well, because you don't recognize my, straightness or whatever. Uh, that's just stupid, bro. Like, let them be what they are. We be what we are. It's pretty simple. It's not that hard. They're human beings just like we are. If they want rights, it's not that hard. I don't know why they be trying to take away rights and like the abortion thing too. Like that's stupid too. Like there's many cases where women have been raped in many other situations. If it's a case to where they could die upon birth and stuff like that, like those type of cases, they should be able to have an abortion if they want it.
Exactly.
Like who the hell is the government to tell women what to do with their bodies? Who the hell is the government to tell us? Oh well, if you're not a certain sexuality, then you can't have this right. That's stupid, bro.
Well, if you were watching the news station where Tucker Carlson was formerly employed, they would tell you that it's the government's right because we have traditional values.
Oh, I'm tired of hearing that traditional shit.
Yeah.
Like
Additional
some
value.
tradition needs to just be let go. Simple as that.
True that.
Like
Also, oh,
no,
go ahead.
you go. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say also we should kind of care a little bit about Don Lemon's firing because it was very weird.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
agree with that. It is a little weird
yeah,
because I didn't see that one coming. Like Tucker,
he
I know
told
he brings in a lot of ignorant people. So, but that lawsuit is hard to ignore. So I mean, of course he had to be let go. But I didn't see Don Lemon getting fired.
well Don Lemon got fired after making a statement on Nikki Haley not being in her prime. Um, basically everyone was like, "That's really sexist," and he was saying like why she may not be the best fit, and because she's a former UN ambassador and governor of South Carolina, and he basically said she wasn't in her prime. Which I mean, let's be real, nobody in the DNC at this point is in their prime. All of them have very old and dated views.
Yeah.
Uh, if you really want to go there, almost all of them are unattractive, and the ones that are attractive get no limelight because they're too far left. So a lot of people were just like, "Hey, that's really sexist," and he was like, "Nah, it's just a fact. You can Google the fact that she's not young." Like he was,
Damn, he doubled down hard on that one.
yeah. So um, Michelle Yeoh, who she had an acceptance speech for her Oscar. She was in Everything Everywhere All
Everything,
at Once.
everywhere, all at
Yeah,
once.
she's one. She quoted saying, "Ladies, don't let anybody tell you you're ever past your prime." Which I'm not gonna lie, bro. They are like the life expectancy. The life expectancy in the United States is 73 years old. Don Lemon himself is past his prime. I'm almost past my prime. Like it just, I don't get it. Like I think it's because it's the first time that he said it, but also it's like maybe he is sexist. He is gay. He don't like women.
Yeah.
But he's also filing a lawsuit, but he can't. Since he has a contract till 2026, he can't actually pursue legal action yet. So that's the only reason why I said his firing is pretty important too. But his firing is important for another reason. Because, like I always tell people, cancel culture doesn't work unless legalities get involved. And there was a couple legalities getting involved there with his statement, especially towards the station. So you know what happens? Get the axe.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of Prime, um, my thing that really irks me is when it comes to retirement, we tell people, oh, you should retire at 65. But why the hell do we have fossils running the country? I don't understand that.
Exactly. People 10, 20 years past their retirement age still
Like
believing
the
that they make
president is
great
basically
decisions.
80 plus. Like that doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like go sit your ass in a nursing home, drink your milk and magnesia, or eat your tapioca pudding, all them other things that y'all enjoy, and leave us the fuck alone.
But you know what's up though? It's people that the people that are most active voters are around their age, so their views come through.
You are right. Because there's plenty of people I've spoken to. Oh, I don't vote. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can tell. You also don't read either.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's like, my vote don't
Man,
matter anyway. Yeah, if you say that 1,000 times over, or if you like interview 1,000 people, like, of course it's not gonna matter.
you know, bro, what? Man, why minimum wage ain't going up in like 10, 15 years? Ever since I've been working, it's still $7.25 because you don't vote. Man, these folks out here keep these stupid laws that we got, man. Why I got to pay for my car to get registered every year? Now, how come I can't have my window tint past 2%? Why is milk $5 a gallon?
X.
How come I can't have a lifted box Chevy sitting on Vos riding down the highway? How come electric cars so expensive? How come my kids got to take STAR tests all the time? This is why. That's the same answer to everything you just asked. Because you don't vote. That's why.
Sure. Oh shit.
I personally think like it does like some things voting can do, and definitely just change so much stuff, and people just don't want to vote or don't believe in it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, there's so much that could go into just trying to fix up the country, and so many things. And I will say it's not an easy thing because this country has some unique problems. There's no other country like this on the planet, in the sense that and I don't say that as we're the greatest planet on the planet, the greatest country on the planet. Not that
we're
sense.
definitely bottom 5. Well, no, bottom 25. Bottom 25. I'll be reasonable.
I think we're pretty up there, especially considering things that we take for granted. But I will say, no one deals with a lot of the problems we deal with. A lot of countries are just smaller in population, and people always compare us to Europe. A lot of European solutions don't work for this country, just because we're not homogenous as a people or culture or size.
Mm-hmm.
The French riots, which have been happening, if you don't know about French riots, they are happening, and they're not just about 2 years of retirement. It's about a whole lot of things. But TLDR, people are like, why can't we riot like the French to get better rights to life? I'm like, well, you have to remember, Texas alone is twice the size of France, and everyone in France, like 90% of them are white French people. There's not much there's still division culturally and belief wise.
Yeah, they still hate Muslims out there.
Yeah, they do. In fact, they still hate Muslims. There's a ghetto. The ghetto for France is usually Muslim based neighborhoods.
Yeah, but Sheik Muslim and Indian folks, they got it bad out there.
Yeah, no, it's bad, but it's just that people are like, why don't we riot like that? It takes a lot. It takes a lot for us to really get there. And sometimes, but the least that we can do is vote. That's like the bare minimum. Like,
yeah,
that's the bare minimum, man.
Also, let's be real. People are afraid to die. Like, we live in a country that would probably be very aggressive and adamant about us not retaliating. We've seen the tanks down in the streets in China. We got more tanks. We have less people.
Yeah.
A lot more people. Like, a lot of people are, what do I call it? God dang it. Conflict adverse. I remember I had that conversation with Sage about it, and he disagreed with me. And I was like, there's almost no situation where you can tell me people would rather not get into a conflict than have conflict. Even in road rage incidents or when we're on social media, people rather not have that stuff happen in real life and will avoid that rather than just talking shit from where they are.
That's the average person. I have to agree with that. There's like extreme people, but we shouldn't count that. Average
Yeah.
person, that's 100% true.
We literally like the people that enjoy conflict. We literally consider them mentally ill at the moment that they want to do something like that.
It's true.
I just like fighting. That nigga is crazy. That's literally the first thing that somebody will say. Bro, we're conflict adverse people. We don't want them problems for real. We only want them when we have 100% advantage. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll take at least 80%. So I'm a little bit more conflict, a little bit more conflict encouraged, but barely.
I'll agree and disagree. I don't think our situation is nearly like China though in the tanks, mostly because there is a distinctive fascist party in China. There is a distinctive head of the state that is like not replaceable. Like people could say that about Trump. Oh, Trump's fascist. He's not gonna let someone run us from the country. Yeah, he stepped down. His punk ass is probably going to go to jail or pay a bunch of he is not immune. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm saying not in practice, but in theory. Like because we've been conditioned for such a long time. That's the thing you think about. When people get all up in arms about how great this country is, one of the first things they'll bring up is military power. One of the last things you want is that military power to turn on you. When people start start hoarding guns and stock barrels and building these damn kits for the world to go to shit, a lot of these people are afraid of things that we perceive to be even worse than what they really are, because they look at the U.S. power as greater than what it is.
You're right, but another thing instilled in this country is, to a high degree, is that the U.S. military would never go against its citizens, and I think that's a huge. I just don't think it's even remotely the same as China, because I mean there hasn't really, at least not to the whole general populace, but to black people that's not true. But for the general populace, at least,
I was about to say, bro, I think the military turned on us in a heartbeat.
We'll get this clear. White folks get upset about some things. There will be it's a little harder. It's a little harder to navigate. If it's just us, though, I mean, they'll bomb us again. Like
yeah,
Black Wall Street happened, and that was a thing. So I think for the general populace, I think that this country doesn't have the, I don't think that's there now. I just don't. And then even when people stormed the White House, literally tried to have an insurrection, they got pretty far before someone shot at them.
Yeah, they got really far before somebody died.
Yeah, and that's like that.
If it was a roguelike, everybody would be like, "Wow, that was an amazing first run."
Bro, the Chinese would come over here and be like, "Wow, y'all made it past the street." What? If they had started saying that was Xi Jinping on the street, that would have been it. There's no following that. There's no we're gonna prosecute these people and have public trial, and some of these people even got to go live the rest of their lives normally. They got away with it. Nah, bro, this is China. The people be dead.
Yeah, true that.
And I think that's. I don't think we're remotely equatable. Like I said, I don't think we're as bad as it seems, but I do think our government's not that bad. Oh yeah, I don't think our government is part of it, but I think the fact that we have 5 to 10 corporations that really run the country, to me, is a almost worse problem, because it's you can't really see that. You walk through your day and you see all these different brands and companies, but you don't know that, hey, that's the same people who own the same brand.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about the fact that MSNBC and Fox News almost got bought, and they were almost owned by the same person. And I can guarantee you they would not have changed a thing.
Well, they would have got more right-leaning pundits to come in.
Well,
that would have been the only real thing.
They would not have changed. They would have kept both sides up. Because now they're making double the money. Comcast almost had that sweet monopoly, and they didn't get it. Not because the government thought it was a bad idea. Fuck that. It's because they didn't have enough money as the other competitor. That's literally it. So, there was recently a guy, Hasbro Games owns so many toys and so many board games in this country
and video games.
and video games. And some dude accidentally got like this. I saw this on TikTok. Some store accidentally shipped and sold him cards for the new Magic the Gathering set 2 weeks before release. Literally hired mercenaries to go to his house with guns to return the cards and told him that he committed theft because they sold it to him accidentally. Like,
that's some Nintendo stuff,
bro. And they got away with it. They hired the Pinkerton mercenaries, which the U.S. government has, by the way, said that the U.S. government refuses to hire these guys or any of their businesses associated with them because that's how fucked up they are. But Hasbro's a private company. So why the fuck can they not do it? There's no law against them doing it. Bro, imagine you just wake up. Like, this guy has a wife and a dog, and like, I don't know if he has a kid, but he has a wife and a dog. And he's like, yeah, we were pretty terrified because he came up to our house with guns pulled up. I'm like, yeah, for their mistake. So that to me is scary because you don't hear about that nowhere.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And you don't even see Hasbro. You see Dungeons and Dragons, which is owned by Hasbro. You see Dungeons and Dragons as Wizards of the Coast, a whole nother separate organization, but same people. Same CEO.
Speaking of games, Miami just upset the Bucks.
Let's go! Series over.
I cannot believe what I just saw for the last 2-3 minutes.
Bro, if Jimmy Bucket gets a ring, I'm gonna be so hyped.
I would be so hyped.
Jimmy Butler is that nigga, man. He had 44, I think, tonight.
He's the exact reason why I am a Miami Heat fan.
Same.
I randomly chose. I don't know. I don't even think I had talked to you about. One year, I randomly chose a team to cheer for because I've only liked individual players throughout the NBA the whole time I've ever watched it, and I was like, I'll pick a team that's like somewhat similar to my favorite football team. It's nearly inoffensive if you say you like them. Not many people hate them. They have some rings to their name. And it's like, it's just kind of like easy going. They have a good leader. And I was like, you know what? Jimmy Butler's from Houston. He's a great player. Eric Spoelstra is a fantastic coach. I like this team.
Yes.
And has it been a headache and a heartache the whole time? Absolutely. But moments like this, I'm just like, I'm actually glad I chose this team.
No, Jimmy Bucket's a dog. I've seen a lot of his interviews. He's one of my favorite players. He's just such a chill motherfucker. There's no way. I mean, like, he's chill in the sense that he just wants some simple things in life, but he likes the ball.
Mm-hmm. He's the Vince Staples of the NBA. That man will legitimately say anything on his mind. He's good at what he does. He may not be the best, but there's no reason to hate him. That is Jimmy Butler and Vince Staples in a nutshell.
That's true. Some of the best interviews.
Easily.
just no filter. Oh man. So if I don't know if he doesn't get it, it'd be cool to see Chris Paul get one, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I don't think it will happen, and I think his story is just as good without one. But I would rather see him get one.
Yeah.
Dude's gonna retire top 3 all time, and
because we know the Heat are about to beat. I mean, the Knicks had a better regular season, but the Knicks ain't beating the Heat.
I beg to differ.
There'll be a riot in the street.
You think the Knicks is gonna do it?
I do.
Oh hell no!
They have a better roster. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, remember what I just said earlier in the podcast? I had the Bucks winning it all. They just shit the bed, so I'm kind of pissed about that. But my sleeper was the Knicks, and now since the Bucks are out, I truly believe the Knicks will beat the Heat. Jimmy Butler, what he just did the last 4 or 5 games, he's gonna be tired as fuck.
He's gonna be tired. It's what happened when they played in the finals.
Yeah,
it genuinely is. I can't even argue with that. I just want Boston to lose.
The Knicks just got a free way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now,
Oh,
to get
hell no.
stomped. I will say this: they got a freeway there to get stomped. Whoever else makes it will stomp them.
I agree. I'm not saying I expect them to get to the finals. Now I expect them to be Miami.
Nah.
They will.
That's fair.
Matter of fact, we can have a show bit.
All right. I'm on Philly versus Miami in the finals for sure.
Give me.
For the Eastern Finals, we're not talking Western.
Yeah, Western's hard right now. But I say Knicks and Celtics, but I'm not for sure yet. I got to see what that Atlanta game look like tomorrow. But I'm for sure picking the Knicks to beat the Heat.
Oh man.
I usually bid with reality, but no, I'm gonna stick with my favorite team. I also think Miami will win it.
Do you think reality is the Knicks win it, or is it just?
Yeah, reality is the Knicks are a much more balanced team up and down, and Miami is in flux. Like if there's 4 stages to a to a sports team, there's the building. Well, yeah, no, like full rebuild. There's competing, which means you expect them to make the playoffs. There's the championship run, and then there is the last leg, which means they're not necessarily on a championship run, but this is the best that they can do before they have to start a rebuild, like but basically contract year.
God dang it! Now the Kings are about to lose. God dang it! Warriors are about to get to the second round with ease. They're not losing in Game 6. God damn it!
They're not. That was both of my dark horses just went straight to shit in the bed. They were great regular season. They were great preseason picks. I had the Knicks not the Knicks. I had the Cavs as my Eastern sleeper, and I had the Kings as my Western sleeper. And this is just. And I was so smart. I was like, Mike Brown is the greatest coach available. I knew it. I felt it. I was right. And then look at me now. First round exits all around.
When y'all get a chance, just see how Jimmy Butler forced overtime. Whenever y'all get the chance, that basket was crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna say this: if Julius Randle is truly injured and can't play, I don't got the Knicks winning. I forgot that Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo were out for the
Heat.
Yeah, Randle injured or not, Knicks are winning, and I say they win in. I say 6. No, 5.
Now that part I disagree with. I don't think there's a way in the world that they win in 5.
6 and 5.
Because of the inconsistency of RJ Barrett.
Then they're gonna free out
and their front court.
They're not 4-1 in them.
Yeah.
Knicks 4-1.
All right, maybe a Miami Heat 4-3. No,
I like Jimmy Butler, I really do, but I want the Knicks to have some success, man. Just because, it's because of Carmelo, man. I just wish that Carmelo would have did something when he was there. So I've always had like a little fascination with the Knicks because of him, and even before him, but it was definitely heightened because of him. But I mean, they suffered long enough, man. I mean, Miami been to the finals, 4 or 5 times within the last 10, 12 years, so they'll be all right.
Yeah, but I got 0 brand loyalty. I'm rolling against. I don't give a shit about the Knicks. I don't give a shit about anyone on the Knicks team, honestly.
That's fair.
Julius Randle, don't really care about.
I like Jalen Brunson. He came from the Mavs, so I mean, technically, I guess I do have some type of interest in that, but
I don't like New Yorkers.
That's fair.
That's it. I don't have. There's nothing else I have. There's literally nothing else I have.
I think yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I say $20 bet then.
$20?
Yep.
Are you saying $20 for 4-1, or are you saying $20 they just win?
$20 to win.
Oh, 4-1?
No, to win.
Just to win.
Oh, just to win. Okay, my bad. I thought you said in the one.
Heat. Since y'all believe the Heat, and I believe in the Knicks.
Here's my thing. Like I
I'm
said,
broke. I'll do 10.
like I said,
10 is fine.
there's
10
a
is
difference
fine.
between my reality and what I want. I'm not going to cheer against my team because I'm a fan, but do I think they're going to beat the Knicks? No.
Oh, you crazy, bro.
Nah,
The injuries, maybe.
yeah.
Their Knicks are winning. I'm
I
very
know
convinced.
the thing is with them being my team, I know their roster. That's the issue. Will they outcoach the Knicks? Absolutely. The Miami Heat is one of the best coached teams in the NBA to not have all the talent to match it. But that's also the problem. In the NBA, talent can get you just as far as coaching can take you.
Yeah, raw talent is pretty hard to beat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so especially when it's a 12-man team, yeah. But Spoelstra ain't losing no coaching matchup. Not like that.
That's fair. Tom Thibodeau is not the best coach,
Yeah,
but
Tom Thibodeau is still low-key an idiot.
yeah. Because there was one game early in the Cleveland series, I was like, why the hell do you have Julius Randle out there when y'all are up by like 15? And he too. Like, that was just stupid. So, yeah. Should be an interesting series. I was expecting it to happen a little later, but I guess the Bucks are just frauds.
Hey, man. Tom Thibodeau's voted coach of the year like 2
He
years
didn't
ago.
deserve it when he won it. Let's be real.
That's fair.
Huh? Hey.
He should have been second place. But
Second place is good.
Yeah, I mean I'm just saying in general, like he won it, but he should have been second or third place.
All right. Well, I'll say this. I'm putting $10 on the Heat. I'll take the bet.
$10.
Yeah.
$10 it is.
Okay.
But I said whoever wins just cash up at the end of the series.
That's respectable. Also, I admire that both of y'all don't mind being wrong. So, like y'all not gonna be. It's not like y'all gonna be pissed off and not want to talk to the other person over 10.
It's $10. It ain't 10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it would never be 10,000 in the first place, which I also respect about y'all's friends.
Yeah, we both have, I know we both have stuff that we're trying to finalize, so obviously I ain't finna try to clean your pockets up.
We don't have to worry about my pockets. No, this is a free $10. I'm going straight to Chick-fil-A with this one.
Nice.
I may be able to get a whole meal out of it. I don't know. Prices are up.
That's fair. This recession has hit everything. Or at least that's what they want us to believe.
My grocery bill say that's true.
Now this reminds me. So, Landon, what was the topic? Was it the playoffs? I thought you had something else you wanted to talk about.
What was it? I don't know. I don't know if it was playoffs or NFL. Since the draft is tomorrow, or I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. Me and Landon are going on some money about that too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's almost a slam dunk. Like it's so much of a slam dunk that I almost want you to put your $10 on that instead. I'm almost like, yo, I know you don't watch football no more, Claude, but this is one of the dumbest things ever.
Absolutely.
There's a quarterback that's like a second round talent, and they're predicting him to now go first overall.
Oh shit!
And I'm just like, I can't wait.
It's crazy.
See this not happen.
And you know the books. They took in a lot off of this stupid ass bet.
That's
bad when it's bad when it came from Reddit. It's bad when it came from Reddit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, you 100% right.
Bro, please. just let me get this free dub. And on this, but yeah, that I was going to bring up for football.
Well, I will say I do have one more topic to go over, so that we could be. And if we done with sports, well, we got to pivot hard. Mainly because this podcast is called the Shonen Rap Speakeasy.
Yeah.
We ain't get no rap in here, but we gotta at least get some anime. A new anime season started. Just a smidge in there.
That was gonna be my topic.
Oh, nice.
Mine was I was literally the only two things I was gonna bring up is music, or basically paring down our topics and bringing up one of each thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, so you got anime down. You take it.
Hey, y'all. All right. So I have not been into anime in a while. Well, I used to watch a lot more, but as I try to do more work and I've had more work and stuff to do and I've had less time for video games because they kind of can last forever, take more time up. I started watching anime again, and let me tell you, there's some funny shit out there, y'all. If y'all like Harry Potter and One Punch Man, Mashal, Magic and Muscles is fucking hilarious. And that just started. I would never have guessed those two genres coming together. But it's actually pretty entertaining. It's nothing serious. I'm not big into I like serious animes, but sometimes I just want to watch some comedy shit, man. Magic and Muscles pretty funny. That's a really good anime. You should definitely check it out. Dr. Stone just has a new season that's starting. Also pretty good. New season of Demon Slayer just started. Haven't really seen any of it yet. I imagine it's going to be good because those animators are not from planet Earth. And animation quality is just never been bad. Ever.
Exactly.
Also, kind of a weird one out there is Oshi no Ko. I'm going to say it's not for everyone. It's a bit serious. And their first episode is an hour and a half long.
God damn.
It's literally like an HBO like prologue like level of artwork right there.
Like a Game of Thrones episode.
Yeah, for an anime. It's a slice of life anime. I usually don't watch those. It's a slice of life like isekai reborn anime. So give it a shot if you want something. It's not for everybody. I think that hit the top of my anime list as number 1 for a day. Not gonna lie, those people can be kind of weird though. But they did put it at number 1. It's really pretty good. If you want to watch something that kind of has a bit more drama and a little bit of a darker scene to it, and if it gets too much, kind of like Attack on Titan, I usually just switch to literally Magic and Muscle, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna laugh now. I'm gonna watch some guy just eat cream puffs and lift weights, and that's just kind of fun. So those are my 3 like top ones to watch for this new season. I'm not sure if y'all have seen any new. I think you've seen Magic and Muscle.
Most certainly.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
I have not, but you said One Punch Man and Harry Potter, so I am interested in it.
Yeah.
Right, it should be. It's just funny.
So to me, the funniest anime to ever exist is Psyche K. And
oh my god.
Psyche K to me is like the Dave Chappelle of anime.
Oh, wow.
It is one of the funniest. Bro, there was a time where I only watch it in dub, so I haven't watched season 2 because it's all subbed. But the reason why I watch it in dub is because the voice actors they chose, 1, are great. 2, the jokes and punchlines are even better when said in English because the terminology used is more relatable to us. So before anybody gets all high and mighty about sub versus dub, eat a dick, nobody cares, touch grass. But Mashal, I can watch sub because 1, it's the only thing available. But 2, the humor is executed more in action than in words. So literally, you could watch it subbed, and you get all the fantasy. You still get all like the fantasy elements, and you get the humor in it too. So that one, yeah, Mashal is a top tier watch. Is there anything else? Villain Saga 2. The only reason why I'm not watching it completely is because I always make the comment, I want to see these European white people speak English, not Japanese. And I stick by that.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I'm not gonna watch it until there's a dub.
I hate that the anime community, like a lot of people be like, oh you watch dub, ew. Like I don't care if you watch sub or dub, as long as you're watching the actual show. That's all that matters.
And I don't even care if you're actually watching the show, as long as you're not being a goddamn hater.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, oh, I just want to watch this original. Well, good for you. I want to see. I don't want to have to read subtitles all the goddamn time. I do in One Piece, but I don't want to have to do it in every single anime that I watch. Dub is okay, man.
Absolutely. I will also say that what are the other shows that I'm watching? So 3 shows I'm watching. Mashal, easy number 1. Also, I will let y'all know now, not everything I'm watching is current and up to date, but Mashal is number 1, which is current and up to date. Heavenly Delusion. I'm actually watching that tonight. So it's only 3 episodes out. I watched like the first 5 to 10 minutes and I was like, yep, this will work. And the third one is Erased. I'm very close to finishing it. I can't wait to finish it. It's been really good so far. And the concept is, I'm not big on isekais or anything. Bat an eye at looking at one of those, but you know, if I can continue to branch outside of what I watch and find things like this, it'll happen. Also, whenever Ranking of Kings season 2 comes out, don't talk to me. That's my jam. that is one of my favorite animes of all time. I love that.
Yeah, right now I'm just catching up on animes that I've neglected. Like My Hero Academia, I'm catching up. Need to finish season 6.
I need to start season 5.
Yeah, I finished that when it came out, but yeah, season 6 I need to finish. Attack on Titan I need to finish, and what was the other one? Mob Psycho I need to finish. So those are the ones that those are the ones I'm working on. I eventually want to watch. What was it? Assassination Classroom, just because I've heard so many good things about it. So I might eventually get into that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not gonna overload myself with too many animes because, shoot, like if I do that, then none of them will get watched.
I feel you come behind on everything you just mentioned. I'm behind on Academia. I'm behind on Attack on Titan, like by like a whole 2 seasons or something.
Same. Yeah. I think part of it was just once again, internet talk just made things a lot less interesting. They didn't even go into spoilers. It was just like they talked. It would be one episode. I may be one episode behind, and I'd be like, "Dear God, how long? How long do y'all have to talk about? You doing your best to ruin it?"
Be killing me, man. And they be killing me with the final season, part 1 or part 2 or part 3, and part 3 or 1 of 2. Like, come on, man, just stop.
That also ruined it for me as well.
Like, just say, final season when it's actually the final season, bro. Like, we don't need all that other shit, bro.
Yeah, I gotta finish Stone Wars for Dr. Stone though. I feel I know how to pick some great things to watch, but I am one of the dead last people to watch it. I recommended like because I read 5 chapters of the manga and was like, this concept is amazing. There's great humor. It's balanced. It's shonen, but it's sci-fi shonen, and it's adventure. You'll love it. And the people that watched it were like, yo, great recommendation. Thank you so much. It was kind of like when the first me and Dels watched My Hero Academia when there was only 2 episodes out. And like me and Dels was literally sitting in his living room at his apartment, and we looked at each other. The reason why we chose it, I said, that box art looks amazing. So we just watched it. And I was like, yo, this is really good. I was like, they may get a few seasons out of this. And Dels just straight up said this could potentially be one of the biggest animes we've ever started watching. And he was not wrong. I was like, yo, that's amazing. So yeah. I'm dead last to finish them. Always gonna give a great recommendation though.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Doctor Stone is a really good one too. I was really happy when the dub is actually really good for it too. I'm actually really sad that we have to watch the new season in sub because I actually really like the dub, and it's. I want to see what happens next, but it's challenging to watch it subbed only.
Yeah. Especially when sometimes you just want to be a part of the visuals.
Reading and being a part of the visuals for me is super easy. I just actually think that the voice acting for the dub is just, I don't know. It's more humorous because it's not a serious show.
That makes sense.
I think it fits better. There's kind of cheesy random punchlines like Naruto's "Believe It." You know, they always got the power of science. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking cheesy, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Because, spoiler alert, by 2 episodes, one of the characters is like so strong he can like beat an animal with his like a lion or a tiger or something with his bare hands. So, and to me, when that happened, I'm like, this is not a serious show. That shit doesn't happen in real life. Like, if this was truly going to be like a realistic, heavy, dark series survival, that man would be dead. He's not suplexing a tiger. But yeah.
Oh wait, the chest of
suplex a tiger is crazy.
Right?
Ridiculous.
Dog, some of the characters are absolutely. I mean, the plot of the story is the main character knows all science in the world. Like that alone is absurd.
Right. I'm about to say that sounds very OP.
Yeah, all the little survivor soldiers like, oh, we got to find a doctor or a botanist or a this and a that. Nah, this motherfucker's just a walking encyclopedia.
Oh, that's crazy.
Cool way to get kids into chemistry too, though. If I had a kid who was like in school, elementary and middle school, I'd definitely make him watch Dr. Stone. I'd be like, look at this, science is cool. Secretly, like, yes, be good at this so you can get a job and take care of me in the future. But science is also pretty cool.
So I just realized that Ranking of Kings, the Treasure Chest of Courage, is already out, and there's 2 episodes. So my life is ruined, and I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Now, this is the only show that I will break my rule for because it's definitely European white people I want to see speaking English. But I can't stay away. I cannot stay away from Ranking of Kings. I'll probably watch it tomorrow. I might download the episodes and just watch it from my phone later. God dang it.
It's okay. We did the same thing for Dr. Stone. We're like, man, really don't like these new voices, bro. I gotta see what happens. The main character started talking. I looked at Amani, and she looked at me, and I was like, "Yep, I know. Kind of sucks."
It's just like I had my controversial take 1 and 2. 1, when watching Chainsaw Man, I was like, these sub voices kind of suck. They didn't portray the right amount of emotion that I wanted outside of the cool character. Like, he was voiced to the T. He was cool. Everything about him was cool. He was perfect. And then everyone else, I was just like, are these people fucking stupid? Like, everybody else around him, I was just like, are these people dumb? But some of them weren't. They were just like either more nonchalant or they were novice, and it just seemed like everybody else was dumb. And then it sounds good in dub, except after I watched the dub, I realized I just didn't like the show, and it's not that good. It's an amazing concept that is wasted, and I will gladly say that it is wasted on very like it's almost like they try to shoehorn in comedy to a show that if it was remained more serious, it would have been way better off.
Like DC trying to be like Marvel.
Yeah.
Because they definitely, they were like, we're the serious superhero movies, and then they're like, nope, we see the formula for more money, we're gonna try and be like that.
Yeah. And it does kind of go into that realm, but I also don't get, like, if you're gonna have a lot of, let's say, gore,
Mm-hmm.
what doesn't make sense to me is like, gore, let's laugh at gore. And I'm just like, gore usually means serious. And it's not like it's terrible gore. It's just usually if gore and heavy action go into place, especially when it includes demons and stuff, shoehorning in comedy is not the best way to go unless it's within the right setting. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, that was meant to be funny. Look at joke, laugh, haha." And it's just like, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you. Like the only time gore should ever be funny in a show is usually when there's like that crazy psychopath or like a murderer or a serial killer. It's typically when that kind of happens.
Yeah.
It's not that
And-
everyone's laughing at it kind of thing.
Yeah, and there is a clear psychopath in the group, but it's just like she's not funny. She's annoying. You kind of want to delete her character in general.
Yeah.
But
Crazy
she helps move
part
the story
is-
along.
Crazy part is I haven't watched 1 second of that anime yet. I've heard good things about it. I heard bad things about it, but hearing y'all talk about it, definitely opened my eyes.
I will say watch the first 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes is incredible. It's where I wish the story continued to go.
Gotcha.
I only watched the first episode and I was like, this is pretty decent. And I never went back, so I'll just stick with that.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes, top tier. I really think they did a great job at getting you to want more. But then when you get the more, there's only like maybe one moment where I watched it with Kim. There was one moment from between episode 1 to episode 9 where it made me and Kim care, and then after that, everything else was just like, okay. Like I pegged this character for a character that I was gonna hate from the very moment that I saw her, and I was absolutely right. And it felt good. Like it wasn't one of those characters where it's just like, oh, you're just annoying. It was just like, oh no, I know your intentions aren't good. And then when I was right about it, I was like, yes, because it wasn't really telegraphed. Like me and Kim went back and forth and was like, no, she's not that bad. She has the best interest. And I was like, no, she's stupid. No, not at all. So that part was cool. I think a couple characters are really cool, but overall the story, the main character and his motivations are just so trivial that it's not funny. It's more insulting to the viewer.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, the motivation he says in the very first episode, I'm gonna just spoil it because it's kind of stupid. He just wants to touch boobs. That's the
Oh
motivation.
yeah. I heard about that. I wasn't for sure if that was what y'all was talking about.
No, yeah, man, that's it.
That's the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, because someone had told me that when it first came out, and I was like, y'all niggas serious, bro?
Very serious.
I was like,
Hey, man.
so let me find. I need to get in the lab and make my own damn anime because motivations to touch some boobs, bro. Really?
Yeah, honestly, the reason that show did do so well, though, and it started off so great, is because the first episode was really good, and the animation was really well done.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes a show really can, like, I think all the Fate. Some people are gonna hate me for this, but all the Fate Stay series, Dels may hate this opinion actually. All the Fate Stay series are mediocre.
Oh yeah. And also that'd be more so Braden. I think for once Dels may actually be in the same camp with people that don't like something.
It's mediocre, but
It's
you know what? It's so mediocre. But the only thing that's good is the fight scenes and the fact that they animate them really, really well. That's it. That's literally it. Literally it.
I'm with it. Won't hear an argument out of me.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
You gotta let the people know.
I also gotta let the people go. So, we could ramble about anime forever. I've been tuned in for 2 hours if you're hearing me right now, man. To be honest.
That's how you. That's how you get back into it. That's why we're the GOAT. The GOAT.
Yeah, just talk for a casual 2 hours like it's nothing.
Yeah, it works every time. But on that note, we left y'all enough to dig into. Oh wait, no. Music. Anybody got new music y'all listen to? Y'all want to share with people?
Currently, I would say no. I haven't.
Yes, I do actually. But yeah.
Same. Go for it.
All right. New favorite group is the and this is a serious recommendation. You have to have TikTok. You got to see the videos. You got to see their. It's about who they are, man. It's about the whole fan experience. New favorite group for K-pop is OK Pop.
I've heard of
OK Pop.
I did not expect him to bust out with.
Sound like you're trolling.
It's kind of a troll, but it's kind of like it's like an anti-hero for K-pop. But it's weird. It's weird, but I love it. I'm not trolling. I like OK Pop. Go look them up on TikTok. They are a non-Korean Korean pop group.
Alright.
And I like them because it's a bunch of amateurs. They look like they just rolled out of bed, wore normal clothes, and they're like, we're gonna make some generic K-pop music. And it sounds pretty decent because all K-pop music sounds the same.
Oh my god, they even have Jersey Club mixes to the K.
Yeah, Jersey. Yes. And let me tell you, I'm gonna put the TikTok right in the chat. But the big thing I like about it is because to me, K-pop is I hate the industry so much. It's the most manufactured. Most of those people are abused by the corporations. They are forced into plastic surgeries. They can't have relationships. It's manufactured. You have to audition. There's nothing authentic about a single K-pop group to me. So like the megastars, like there really isn't. Like it just feels fake every time, and just well coordinated, and it's well done. Like the quality is good. Yeah. It's all well done, but that's because it's just super manufactured. And that's the same thing for a lot of American groups too. But like I feel like some people, like to me, like there's just no authenticity. Like Beyonce's a megastar in the US, but like she puts her stamp on things, whether they agree with the populace or not. People didn't want to hear Lemonade or see her dance on a police car drowning in the water. Like that was not at the Super Bowl. Like a lot of people were pissed, and that level of just individualism for a superstar cannot be done in Korea, and I hate that about it. So these motherfuckers are everything that is not, but they still make decent music because they look like the most. And I'm not like some supermodel, but these guys look like your everyday motherfucking people. They dance like everyday people. They dress like everyday people. And it's good energy though. They look like they're having fun, and they actually are enjoying themselves. Versus like maybe like I think a famous K-pop artist just committed suicide a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And I hate I hate that, man. That's terrible that's like that. And so I love these guys. It's like a serious, non-serious recommendation. Whatever, the music's pretty generic. They only have 2 songs, but I like what they stand for. So I'm gonna say OK Pop.
Nice. And Landon, you said you got nothing.
Yeah, not currently, but yeah, y'all inspired me to get back on the music scene because I just been recycling a lot of old songs while I work out, basically.
Nice. For me, I have Boo Man Forever. He has a song called Woods. Kind of puts you in the mind of Smino, except without the accent, which I know for a lot of people is going to be a huge convenience because that means you can hear everything he's saying and understand him. The other artist.
What was the artist? You said Boo Man?
Yeah, Boo Man Forever.
Okay, that Boo Man Forever. That Forever probably didn't catch. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's the important part. Because there's another Boo Man something out there, and I don't know who it is, but Boo Man Forever. And the other one is there's one more person, and I'm really trying to think of who it is. Oh, Katori Walker. I've already shared the song with y'all that I thought had potential to be one of my best one of the best songs of the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Katori Walker makes very good, short, straight to the point music, and I admire that about him a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like all his songs max out at like 2.5 minutes. He's a very good rapper. Has a bit of he can carry a tune to sing, and he's a very solid writer. Like for him to get out as much for him to get so much content out of 2.5 minutes, it's very concise and very good. And if anyone doesn't want a rapper or a singer, or if people want female artists, Joy Crooks, she's a singer. I think she's a singer. I'm not sure if she's from the UK or not, but I was actually looking for someone else's album entirely, and she came up, and she does R&B and soul, and she's just really talented. Yeah, she's from London. I knew it. I knew she was from the UK. But yeah, those are my three.
Yeah, sometimes those are the best artists where you come across them accidentally. Sometimes.
Yeah, true. It could be like some of the worst that I've heard this week, and I'm not even gonna bother, because if I promote them, people will always listen to them first. So I'll just talk about them another time. I'll make fun of them myself.
That is very true.
Also, I got one more guy I'm gonna recommend because you got someone who's not a singer, not rapper of the whole sorts. A slightly serious answer. There's a guy called Cartoons. He also has some pretty good music. He's just instrumental though.
Oh yeah, Cartoons is awesome.
Yeah, he's collaborated with. He's collaborated with a lot of people, but I noticed his Spotify. I never listened to his own music. It's also pretty good, even though it doesn't really have vocalists on it. But he's collaborated with I'm just gonna read some of these people. Let's see. Benny the Butcher, George Clinton, Robert Glasper, Mac Ayers, Black Odyssey, and a few HBO Max shows. So, really, his resume is good. Check out his solo stuff too.
Absolutely. And yeah, I think that's actually it. I don't think we have anything else. So
I think we covered a pretty good amount, in this episode. Obviously, we'll have more coming up for y'all, after this hiatus that we just had. So, gonna try to be more consistent for you.
Absolutely.
Yep. We had babies. We had people moving. People get new jobs. Life's changing. Everything's changing, motherfucker. That's actually a song. Everything changes by us. Shit's great.
Yeah, I was about to say I have slowly become one of my own favorite artists. My song King Kenzo, stream it on SoundCloud. It may eventually be on what's the thing? It may eventually be on Spotify. It's just I don't feel like paying for it if y'all not gonna play it. Just being totally honest.
Stream the hell out of it, guys. Encourage this man.
Yeah, it's for my kid. Give him something to be proud of. There he is crying. I literally just heard him all the way in the living room. I was like, oh. But yeah, we're down a person, so I'm gonna actually get up and go check on him.
All right.
All right, man. So, milk you.
Yeah,
it's Claude, y'all. Starting to speak easy. What are we?
We out.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.